Back on the Morning Brew with you today. Aaron Muffaletto's with us today. I'm Larry Aarons. And we have a professional athlete here on the couch.
Yes.
He is a professional MMA fighter. Damacio Page is with us this morning. Damacio, good to meet you.
Very nice to meet you guys as well.
Thank you for being here this
coming.
morning.
Thank you for having me.
We promise we won't ask you any tough questions.
Why not?
Okay, well, as long
He's
as
a
you...
tough guy. We can ask
It all
tough
depends.
questions.
All right.
Intellectual tough question? Or
No.
just a tough question in general?
Well,
How
like
tough I
anything
am?
that's going to make you mad at us.
Oh, never.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
perfect controlled athlete, you know?
Okay.
I'm
Yes,
good.
he's a finely tuned, trained machine. Yeah. We're going to see a video here in just a sec of you in action. But you're all New Mexico, aren't you, man?
Yeah, yes, sir. Born and raised. You know, I only left for a while. I was, because I went to school. I went to college in California. So I was only gone for about 3.5 years, but then I came back and pursued my fighting career. But I'm homegrown. I love it here. I won't go anywhere.
Well, you see the tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we run the video of Damacio in action, and as he takes out this opponent. Check this out.
Are set to go. Damacio Page and Marcos Galvao. This one's scheduled for 3 rounds.
Fight!
Right off the
Big
bat.
right hand, and he's pressuring. Right that fight
Right
short.
off the bat. And Galvao is in trouble. Damacio Page connects 3 times in a row. And Marcos Galvao is done. Just like that,
Good
Damacio
Lord.
Page shuts it down.
Yeah, this ain't right here. I mean,
Like the shorts representing New Mexico. Very nice.
Yeah, those are actually my personal shorts. They don't make them no more. I'm not sponsored by
Oh.
Tap Out no more, so they only made it a certain amount. But I'm in the process of trying to make another set. So, and of course, all New Mexicans love that.
Yeah. There's a side business there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Very cool.
Let me ask you about that bout. Did you expect to take him out that early?
You know what? The guy is a very good jiu-jitsu guy. He's a black belt, 3-time world champ
From Brazil?
from Brazil. He's very, very tough in jiu-jitsu, very tough fighter in general. And so I knew I had to go in there and just kind of impose my will on him and just take him out early, just so he,
Yeah.
or if I didn't take him out early, at least have it in the back of the head, I could hurt him at any given time.
So you went right after him.
I went right after him.
Wow.
It was like shot out of a cannon.
You fight in what class?
I fight out bantamweight, 135, but I'm actually making my transition to drop down to flyweight. It's 125 pounds.
Oh.
Wow.
Don't ask me how I'm going to make it.
Wow.
You got to stop
amazing.
eating everything. Yeah?
No, it's not really stop eating. It's just a controlled diet and how you eat. Your portions get cut in halves
Wow.
instead of, you know, eating a full cup of mixed veggies, a half a cup of rice, and a full cup of maybe turkey, ground turkey. And then closer you get to the fight, those get cut in half.
Oh my gosh.
So you're constantly bringing your water in because hydration's key on cutting the weight. It's not so much the fat content in your body, it's more the water. The more hydrated you are, the easier it is to lose the weight, because right now I'm weighing about 142 and I'll make 125.
Wow.
But 15 pounds is pretty
That's
much
going to
water.
be tough.
Yeah.
Wow. So,
Yeah, go ahead, Aaron, then I got a
okay.
question for you.
So you practice over at Jackson's gym.
Yes, I've been there since my career started, so it's been there for 9 years.
Well, how did you meet up with Greg?
Do you know what? It was me and Diego Sanchez actually. Diego Sanchez wrestled at Danorte. I wrestled at West Mesa. And we used to go to wrestling tournaments together, you know, because, you know, West Mesa, Danorte, they had no money.
Yeah.
So we had to get on a bus together and go down to Las Cruces to go to wrestling tournaments. And so that's how me and Diego knew each other. And then when I moved back, I was just at a kickboxing gym. And I ran into Diego. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do MMA fight. He's like, you need to go to Jackson's. I was like, all right. So he invited me and went there and never left.
No.
Tell me about the mindset that you have to get into before a match. What do you do? How do you get yourself to the place where I'm going to do what I do?
You know what? It's like any pro athlete. You get yourself in the zone. You really have to get yourself in the zone. It's not, you're not angry. You're not
mad
at the
at your
world.
opponent.
No, you're not mad at your
Yeah.
opponent. You know, every pro athlete who's at the elite level will know what I'm talking about. You put your mindset where you're putting all your energy and effort into a single thing. You know, and like I said, the elite athletes will know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not anger. It's just a competitive. It's very, very competitive in how you're going to apply it and what you're going to do. So a lot of it's replaying in your mind your game plan and how you're going to do it. So in your mind, you're seeing 100 scenarios, but it's always going to be the same outcome. And so that's what you're really focused on. It so much energy, so much stress. I'm more exhausted after a fight than I am training all week, because I'm not only physically exhausted, I'm mentally exhausted because I was training my mind, getting my mind ready to focus on this one event.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Now
amazing.
we saw in the video there, and I'm approaching this as sort of a casual MMA fan. I'm not all in yet, but
Yeah.
but it's fascinating to me. Now, do the rules allow you to hit the guy when he's on the ground?
Yes, yes. You know,
I'm used to boxing.
Yeah,
You know.
it goes until the ref pulls you off because he's knocked out, or if he taps.
taps out.
Yeah, that's the only way, or it goes to decision. But it's all game. You know,
Yeah.
the only thing you can't do is headbutt. You can't hit to the back of the head from the ears back, and you can't do any groin shots and scratch and bite, and of course
Oh, yeah.
small joint manipulation. So that you can't do 2 fingers. You could do 3 or 4. So.
See, it's amazing to me is that there you guys have like these really tough fights, and then at the end you guys are like hugging, like, oh yeah, I love you, man, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Well, you know, like I
You
said,
know?
it's competitive. It's not.
But yeah, that's the
it's-
cool thing
it's
about
not
it.
aggression. It's friendly competitiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're growing up, you played basketball with one of your buddies, and he's your
Right.
best friend. You don't want to lose to your best friend.
No.
Well, this guy I'm fighting is not my
But
best
you still
friend.
wanna
but,
beat him, though.
But you know what I'm saying? Out of respect, you respect him as an athlete or as your friend. But you know what? I want to show you I'm better than you.
Right.
And the same thing, you know, I don't know the guy. Well, I might not like him, but I respect him as an athlete and I respect him as a fighter because he trained just like me for this fight. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go
Yeah.
out there and I'm going to say, I'm better than you. So I'm going to show you I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Now, is the MMA community pretty tight? I mean, everybody that is a pro in this?
Do you know what? Everybody that's from Albuquerque is pretty much tight because everybody's at Jackson's or at Fit NHB, you know, and it's a tight community. It's like, you know, boxing, it's a very tight community. A lot of the fighters know each other. A lot of the fighters, like me, I'm one of the original guys, so I've been around it for like 9 years. So, like I
Wow.
know Keith Jardine.
You're one of the old guys.
Yeah, I'm one of the old guys. I know Keith Jardine. I know Rashad. I know,
Oh, wow.
you know what I'm saying? I know all the guys from the beginning to now, from Ultimate Fighter 1, the reality show, to now.
Yeah. Now, what I've seen is a lot of successful fighters, a lot of times they have really rough upbringings. Are you able to kind of share us a little bit about your transformation?
You know what? Fighting is, I guess you could say, fighting and wrestling is like a poor man's sport. It's a way to get out of where you're at. And it's fun, it's enjoyable. And, you know, early on, it wasn't out, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't out for me to get rid of my anger and my situation while wrestling was.
Yeah.
And not fighting, wrestling was. And it helped me deal with, of course, my parents divorced at a young age. People die. People always die in your family. It's just how you react to it.
Yeah.
But when you're young, you don't know how to deal with it. And so wrestling was my out. But, you know, like I said, wrestling fighting is like a poor man's sport, but it helps the people that don't have the money get out of poverty.
Yeah.
And it gives them a chance, a shot. You know what I'm saying? They might not have the money to go to school, but this one might be their way out. So they could start their family off and they could go to school. Their kids could go to school.
Yeah.
Damacio, you're going to be in a event called Legacy 28 in Dallas, February 21st, televised event. So your name's going to get out there.
Yes, sir. It'll be on AXS TV. I'm fighting a kid. His name is Matt Lozano. He's very tough. He's 5-1. Very good up-and-comer. Good jiu-jitsu, very good jiu-jitsu, decent stand-up. And that's another one where I got to kind of hit him hard and make him think twice about trying to lock up with me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, when is that fight? Can you give us some details, or like if we want to support you?
Yeah, if you want to support me, you know, it's going to be on AXS TV, AXS TV. If you have Direct TV, it's going to be on 340.
Okay.
It'll be February 21st. That's a Friday. You know, it's always good to have people behind me.
Yeah.
You're a really nice guy. It often doesn't translate to what you see in the ring, but you're very level-headed and you're a very focused young guy, even though you're one of the old guys. Real
We're the
fast
old
answer,
guys.
where do you see your career in 5 years?
Hopefully I'll be retired and happy and have everything paid for.
There you go.
Good for you.
But no, I do have a 5-year plan, and at the end of the 5 years, I do plan on retiring. I am 31 years old right now, so that's 36. That's old for a fighter.
Yeah.
And my body's already had some wear and tear. I've had neck surgery. I've had shoulder surgery.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
so, I'm kind of like, I need to taper off. I need to think about my life after fighting now. Like, I want to have kids, so I can't
Yeah.
be dad in a wheelchair. Mom's moving
Damacio,
around.
it's great to meet you. Good luck on the 21st.
Thank you. I really
Yeah.
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
so
Great
much.
to
It
meet
was
you.
nice to
Damacio
meet you.
Page,
Yeah.
professional MMA fighter from Albuquerque. We'll be back after this.